A new campaign has begun, with 30 players in 15 different nations. Here are some of the events from the opening turn. Early Spring, Year of the Turbulent Guppy. Mauxica attempts to copy the way rail development have failed. Trentish armies have assembled in Skutsburg in order to force terms on the new Zuranese government. Ublico has improved the city of Enetan. Zuranese forces mobilise and mass in Bower Hill. A Trentish expedition has sailed to Mauxica in search of the colony of Trentland. All is quiet in Boleftribia. Bodane improves 2 cities. Crimsonia is reportedly sending reinforcements to Mauxica. Dunbarra sends a small fleet to escort merchants headed for Zuran. Dunbarran security forces have detained 2 strangely scruffy mice ranting about the end of the world and disturbing the peace. One in Dunilp, another in the Dunwad. West the Weeben forces move to the border with Zuran. Loyalist forces march from the Free State Army in ACORNSFIELD. A cartoon satirising Admiral Clap Katza has appeared in the cities of Dunbarra. Security forces have reportedly bungled attempts to capture the responsible parties, and have arrested a good humour mouse, an usher, and a nun. There are reports of a severe cheese shortage in Milberkäse. Locals are annoyed at the government of De Bruges. Pirates are reportedly flying the ensign of Dunbarra in an attempt to capture merchant vessels. There are reports of Free State forces marching on Asadero, though these are yet to be confirmed. A Crimsonian squadron of ships has arrived in Mauxica and is reportedly blockading Glorth. Andres Regiano has seized control of the Bandito tribes of northwest Mauxica and established the theocratic socialist states Mauxican. Banditos who do not agree with this have largely joined the Free State. Regiano has announced free healthcare and education, and the morale of the local people is reportedly fanatical. There are reports of a battle in ACORNSFIELD, Mauxica. Governor-General Blackcheddar had left Mauxica with broken spirit and health, but after only a few weeks at sea, his health and courage returned. It turned out that Blackcheddar was slowly being poisoned by rebel agents, and once removed from Asadero, his strength quickly returned. Blackcheddar ordered his ship back to New Zealand and assumed command of the joint army near Ulway. He immediately ordered the forces to pursue Percy-Griswold and the Bandito forces into ACORNSFIELD. The 2 forces would meet near the town of the same name. Percy-Griswold planned an ambush, hiding his forces in the woods and fields surrounding the town, but Blackcheddar had no intention of falling into any such trap, instead putting the bulk of his forces on the southern flank and crossing the stream well away from the town. At dawn, the Redcoats crossed the stream, led by Crimsonian veterans. It takes some time before the Free State forces realise what's going on, but Percy-Griswold comes to realise the situation and orders the army to pull back and prepare to march away. 1 brigade is ordered to hold in the field and provide a rearguard. The Redcoats march into the field and are subjected to a devastating volley and fall back in disorder. More Loyalist brigades are sent into the field and by force of numbers overwhelm the defenders. The Free State infantry break, the Crimsonians pursue and are met by cavalry. There is a vicious melee, and the cavalry break and retreat, causing chaos and confusion in the Free State forces behind. Percy-Griswold desperately rallies and reorganises his lines, while Blackcheddar the Younger simply orders his lines to continue to advance. Gradually the Free State forces are able to leave the field, or are shattered by Loyalist attacks. The chasseurs put up a serious rearguard action in the set of difficult terrain, a jumble of boulders and logs, which is enough to allow the rest of the army to escape. At the close of the battle, Citizen General Blackcheddar orders the Crimsonian veterans to charge, and gets too close to the firing line. A Free State sniper puts a bullet into the general's shoulder. He is knocked from his mount and taken to a nearby house as the surgeons are called. Blackcheddar is wounded, which prevents the Loyalist army pursuing the broken Free State forces, and will also impede aggressive action for the following month as the Citizen General recovers. The campaign continues.